You want me to do it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Iman, you did amazing work. You've done amazing work, and we'd be honored if you would play Kamala Khan for us in the Miss Marvel show. And it was unanimous decision.
Oh my God. Perfect. I can't tell myself right now. I can't comprehend this right now.
I'm a superhero now, so that's normal.
Another day in the Marvel Universe.
I spend too much time in Fantasyland.
Marvel Studios' Ms. Marvel is a new Disney Plus original series introducing Markham, Ontario's own Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan, a Muslim American teenager growing up in Jersey City. She's a gamer, she's a writer, she's a big mega fan of supersized imagination, especially when it comes to one of her favorite femme justice fighters, Captain Marvel, in real life. Doesn't really fit in at school that much, maybe not even so much at home. But then she stumbles upon her own superpowers. And we welcome Iman Vellani, Ms. Marvel, to CP24 Breakfast.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
almost home.
Thank you, thank you.
So, okay, from Markham to Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
This is not even a pinch me moment.
That's the title of my book, by the way.
It
Markham
be,
to
right?
Marvel.
From Markham to, I mean, there's pinch me and then there's like full concussion protocol.
Yeah.
I gotta know the backstory that led to what we saw there. How did you and Marvel intersect?
WhatsApp. Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. It's crazy. I'm
Are
like
you serious?
Yeah, dude. Like, I was a huge Marvel fan growing up, as everyone is, and I like read all the Miss Marvel comics when I was in high school. My high school was right across from a comic book store, and so I like basically lived there. And I dressed up as Miss Marvel on Halloween when I was like 15. And then my aunt got a WhatsApp forward with the casting call, and she sent it to me, and I was like, this is not real, because like, not that I know what casting calls look like, but it's fake. But I did it anyway, because why not?
Sure.
And it worked out. So.
Kind of. So does that mean you're not from a showbiz family, that, you know, parents that nudged you into it, or has this like been in your DNA forever?
My dad's an accountant, my mom's a nurse, my brother's an engineer, so lawyer, I think.
That was what I was supposed to do too, or doctor.
Yeah.
So was it always in your DNA to do the arts, like to pursue this, whether
Yes.
it led to this right now or not?
Not necessarily acting, I don't think, but I mean, I did go to an art school and I did a lot of theater there and stuff, but I kind of fell in love with more of the behind the scenes stuff, and like, I didn't know what I liked. I just wanted to try everything, and now I'm in such an incredible position where I get to like absorb, you know, all the creatives on our set. They're so diverse and so smart and talented, and they're South Asian, and just seeing South Asian people, you know, be in this industry and you know, be so proud of their own culture and
Sure.
be cool was so eye-opening for me. So yeah, I'm
It
very...
must be just a classroom every
yeah,
day
it's
as
the
well.
greatest crash course on film. Yeah. Who needs film school?
Yeah. Look, I've caught the first 2 episodes. I'm not just blowing smoke. The show's a bona fide hit. You know it's going to be, full stop. It's got all the classic Marvel bones, right? It's got the heart, it's got the humor, the twist with the culture and the youth. But for me, the thing that really grabbed me and kept me threaded throughout the whole thing was the music.
Yeah.
I mean, there you are dancing to the Ronettes. That's 60s. Your parents were romanced by Bon Jovi in the 80s. You play a lot of Diddy and, you know, hip hop from the 90s,
Yeah.
plus contemporary R&B with The Weeknd,
Yep.
Pakistani pop.
Yep.
That is awesome.
It's incredible. We're literally bringing together generations and cultures with our music. And that's kind of like the whole theme of the show too, is to kind of, you know, reconnect with your roots and bring together, you know, from mother to grandmother and great grandmother. And so it's really cool that we can even have music in our show that represents all that.
How would this story have played out differently? I mean, without giving anything away, if you were a kid in Toronto or the UK versus Jersey City? The same kid.
Wow, okay.
The same
I
kid,
mean,
same culture, same everything.
I think it would just be me then.
Just you.
Just me. I mean, I feel like Kamala
Solo
and I
in
are
the
like
universe.
essentially the same person, except I'm Canadian and my favorite person is Iron Man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Have you met Downey?
absolutely not. I don't think I can. I genuinely
you
think I'm
mean.
going to implode if I do. It's not going to be pretty
I
for
get the
either of
sense
us.
he's the easiest guy in the world that could just hang out, have a milkshake, talk.
Here's the thing. I can't picture the perfect scenario, so it's never going to be perfect in real life.
But
So
you know
I-
it's going to
I'm-
happen soon,
I
right?
hope not.
It's going to happen. I love the part that faith and religion plays in this show too. it's central to your character, to your friends, to your family, your community, and even the way women are, finding a stronger voice in Islam within, sort of woven within this thing. That's very progressive.
Yeah, and honestly, it is like that. Like, you don't see how Muslims are actually, in real life on TV, where they're portrayed in such a one-dimensional way, and it's all one note. And not to say that those stories don't exist, but those aren't the only stories that exist, and obviously we cannot represent every single Muslim and South Asian person in the world. This is a singular representation of one family, of one girl, of one story. So I do hope that this kind of like inspires future, generations of South Asian creatives to kind of tell their stories.
Well, the last decade we've seen South Asian art, literature, cinema just explode across the culture. I mean, do you think that's going to sustain, even grow?
Yes. I mean, we can't just end here. There's 2 billion of them. That's 1 in 4 people. That's
Good
a lot
point.
of stories and a lot of, just culture and so much that Hollywood hasn't even seen yet. And we learn everything that we do from film and television. So the more people share, the more you can kind of see Muslims as real people and not just like the serious one note that we're kind of used to.
Well, it raised me, and I got a gig out of it, so yeehaw.
Great.
Iman Vellani, thank you so much for your time today. The show premieres on Disney Plus June the 8th. Ms. Marvel, and then there's a movie too? The year after that, there's a movie too.
That's later.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's where Robert Downey kicks into the program. Okay, we're going to go right to news now here on CP24 Breakfast. Thanks.